This video is a tribute from the staff at the UN Women Multi-Country Office for the Caribbean to celebrate the life of Alison McLean and what she meant for all of us. One of the main things about Alison is that she is a storyteller, and we wanted to pay homage to her storytelling nature and also to share some of the words that are conjured up in our memories when we think of Alison. Alison began working with the UN Women Multi-Country Office in the Caribbean on the 17th of May 2017. And this was after a 11-month period without a representative. So we were all extremely excited to have her in the office and on the team.
My word to describe Alison, the best word that comes to mind for me is involved. And the reason why I say involved is because she was the sort of leader who never just stood back and allowed and waited on her team to tell her to do the work and to tell her what was going on, but she was involved. And the story I'm going to tell you about is 3 years ago when we had the multiple hurricanes in the Caribbean, and UN Women's response was preparation of hygiene kits. It was very intense, and Alison was side by side with me and with all the other members of the team packing those hygiene kits. This is until 11, 12 o'clock in the night, transporting those kits to the airport, and on the tarmac with the UK military men, giving instructions and getting very involved in watching the pallets come with our stuff, watching them place it, making it very lighthearted, and shouldering the burden with us.
From since 2017, I spent many hours working with Alison, day, night, early and late hours. One of the first things she demanded from me was, "Randolph, please call me Alison and not ma'am. I am not feeling that old. Do you think I'm looking that old?" I mentioned this to my mom, "What you call me?" She would constantly be reminding me that her name is Alison. I eventually got the courage to call her by her name in the office and in the car, but not when on official meetings or functions, and she seemed to have accepted the latter part. One of the things I can say about her is that she was a fighter, she was tough, and she never gives up easily.
When I think of Alison, I think of the words shimmer and shine.
If I had to describe Alison in one word, it would be quick-witted.
When I think of Alison, I think of a fashionista.
For the few months I knew Alison McLean, I would like to describe her as every woman.
When I think about Alison, I think about love. She was our leader, and she was very much concerned with the stewardship of the organization and with fulfilling our mandate, but she was much more concerned with the welfare of every staff member. In spite of what she was facing, she always took the time to ask how everyone was doing and to ask about our families. She walked with us, and at times she carried us on our individual journeys. And I want to say thanks so much, Alison.
Words that come to me when I think of Alison is someone who was in touch and grounded. She would catch a Zara van to town or to work on Saturdays. She never thought of bothering the driver to take her to work on weekends. She loved music and to dance. She knew every word to every song, even to songs that one would call young people's music. She was a great storyteller, could find a story for every moment.
She was a complete human being, and she brought that in every space that she was. She was completely authentic. She was professional, and she felt very, very deeply, and had no shame in sharing how she felt about things in different spaces.
We love and miss you. We miss you, our leader, but also our friend. And we thank you for your love.